Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Go ahead and find a comfortable cross-legged seat and just let the eyes float closed. Take a slow, deep breath in and let all the breath go. I want to share just a little snippet of writing with you. This is by Krista Tippett, and she writes, "What we practice, we become. What's true of playing the piano or throwing a ball also holds for our capacity to move through the world mindlessly and destructively, or generously and gracefully. What we practice, we become." I invite you to simply be mindful of how you approach your practice on your mat. Watching the thoughts, how you speak to yourself, checking in with how you are physically treating yourself. Are you pushing yourself when maybe you need to pull back a little bit? Or are you holding back when perhaps you would benefit from pushing yourself a little more? Remembering that what we practice, we become. Bringing the hands into prayer at the heart center. Lightly lift the heart up toward the thumbs, opening with 3 ohms. Breathing in the vibrations of Om, letting everything else go. Let the eyes float open, coming onto hands and knees, stacking the shoulders right over the wrists, hips over the knees, beginning to move through some cat and cow. As you inhale, tuck the toes under, lift the gaze, tip the tailbone up. Exhaling for cat, untuck the toes, rounding chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhaling for cow, try to tuck all 10 toes under, even those pinky toes. Exhaling for cat, pressing into the tops of the feet and the hands, rounding, rounding, rounding. Inhaling for cow, really opening wide across the collarbones. Exhaling for cat, relax through the jaws. You drop the chin to the chest. Coming to a neutral spine. Lengthen the right leg long behind you with the toes tucked under, and just rock back and forth a few times here, starting to open up through the foot, opening up through the leg. And then spin that right heel down to the ground, stack the hips and shoulders, reach the right arm straight up toward the ceiling. Reaching the right fingertips toward the back edge of your mat, circle the arm in front of the body and then overhead. 2 more times, just starting to wake up those shoulder muscles and joints. Pause as you reach overhead, actively press into the outer edge of the right foot, reach a little bit longer through that right arm. Circling the right hand down to the mat, square the hips and shoulders, lift that right leg so the thigh is parallel to the ground. Shifting the weight to the right just a little bit to help square everything off, reaching the left arm long in front of you. Take a deep breath in, reach a little bit longer through the arm and the leg. As you exhale, round through the spine, try to draw the elbow and the knee together, maybe they actually touch. Inhale, extending long through the left arm and the right leg. Exhale, rounding in, navel to spine. Inhale, extending long. Last time, exhale, rounding in. Inhale, extending nice and long through the arm and the leg. Lower that left hand and right knee down to the mat. Just shift the hips side to side here. Coming back to center, lengthen the left leg long behind you, toes tucked under. Rocking back and forth here, opening up through the foot, beginning to open up through the back of the leg. Stacking the shoulders right over the wrists, spin the left heel down to the mat, reach that left arm up toward the ceiling. Really wrap the right hip underneath you. And then reach those left fingertips toward the back edge of the mat. Circle the arm in front of you and overhead. 2 more circles. Try to press the ground away with that right hand so that you're not sinking into the shoulder. Pause as you reach overhead. Really lengthen from the foot through the fingertips. And then circle that left hand down, square the hips and shoulders, lift the left leg so the thigh is parallel to the ground. And again, come back to your midline. For most of us, that means shifting the weight to the left, reaching the right arm long in front of you. Deep breath in here. As you exhale, round in. Try to touch that right elbow and left knee together. Inhale, extending long. Exhale, rounding in. Inhale, extending long. Last time, rounding in, round, 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 navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, reaching long. And lower the right hand and the left knee down to the mat. Just shift those hips side to side again. Coming back to center. Walk the hands forward, 1 palm print each. Tuck the toes under, coming into your first downward dog. Begin to pedal through the feet a little bit here, sending one heel closer to the ground and then the other. If it feels nice to shake the head out, you can shake the head out, maybe shift the hips or spiral the torso. Just see what feels good in your body right here, right now. And then start to find stillness, really pulling up through the front of the thighs, engaging through those low abdominal muscles. Beginning to move with your breath. Inhale forward to plank. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling forward to plank. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale forward to plank. Stay here as you exhale. Take 1 more breath in. Lower the knees, the chest and the chin, elbows point straight back. Baby cobra, scoop the heart forward and up. Keep hugging those elbows in. Downward dog as you exhale. Feel the backs of your thighs press toward the back edge of the mat. Inhale the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee. Lengthen the leg long, square those hips off. Knee to the nose, shoulders come right over your wrists, 3-legged dog. Step the foot between your thumbs. Take a deep breath in here, get a little bit longer through the spine. Left foot meets the right at the top of the mat, folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Sweep your arms out and up, high prayer. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Inhale, reach your prayer straight up. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms up, reach up and over to the right side. Come back up through center, reach up and over to the left side. Come back through center as you press the palms up, look up, but drop those shoulders. Palms together, draw your prayer through the midline, folding forward over the legs. Inhaling to your flat back, tailbone lengthens back, crown of the head reaches forward. Step your left foot back to your low lunge. Lower that left knee down, untuck the toes. Sweep the arms up to frame your face, Anjaneyasana. Circling the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Draw the knuckles down the back of that left thigh as you lift the heart and the gaze. Release the interlacing of the hands. Sweep the arms back, up, and then down to the mat. Tuck your left toes under. Lift the left knee and thigh. Feet stay right where they are as you straighten your right leg, folding forward. Relax those shoulders. Mindful of what your thoughts are in this moment. How are you practicing? Rebend that right knee over the right ankle, stepping back to your downward dog. As you inhale, come forward to plank pose. Gaze past the top edge of the mat. Downward dog. As you exhale, gaze between your big toes. Inhaling forward to plank. Take the entire exhale to come back to your downward dog. Inhaling forward to plank. Stay here as you exhale. Deep breath in. Lower the knees, the chest, and the chin. Baby cobra, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Downward dog as you exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling your left leg up, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee. Lengthen the leg long, square the hips, knee to the nose. Get the shoulders right over your wrists. Three-legged dog. Step that left foot between your thumbs. As you inhale, get a little bit longer through the back body. Right foot meets the left as you exhale, folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Sweep the arms out and up, high prayer. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Inhale, reach your prayer straight up, interlace the fingers with those palms up, reaching up and over to the left side first. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Come back up through center, reach up and over to the right side. Feel that left shoulder spiral open just a little bit more. Come back up through center, press the palms up as you ground down through the feet. Palms together, draw your prayer through the midline, folding forward over the legs. Inhaling to your flat back, really try to get your chest parallel to the mat. Step your right foot back to your low lunge. Lower that right knee down, untuck the toes, sweep the arms up to frame your face, Anjaneyasana. Circling the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers the non-habitual way. Other thumb on top, other pinky on bottom. Really roll the shoulders open, nice and open through the chest, relaxed through the jaw and the throat. Release the interlacing of the hands, sweep the arms back up to frame the face and down to the mat. Tuck your right toes under, lift that right knee and thigh. Feet stay where they are as you straighten your left leg, folding forward. Think of spiraling your abdomen over the top of that left thigh just a little bit more to help you square the hips off. As you inhale, rebend your left knee over the left ankle. Downward dog. As you exhale, relax through the jaw and the toes. Inhaling forward to plank pose. Downward dog as you exhale, easy with the breath. Inhaling forward to plank, shoulders over wrists, gaze past the top edge of the mat. Downward dog as you exhale, pull up through the front of the thighs, look right between your big toes. Inhale forward to plank. Stay here as you exhale, think of pressing the mat away with the palms. One more breath in. Then lower the knees, the chest, and the chin. Baby cobra, baby bhujangasana. Keep hugging those elbows in. Downward dog as you exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Slowly begin to walk the feet up toward the top edge of the mat. Taking 4 or 5 little baby steps, no rush. When you're at the top of the mat, soften the knees, let the weight rock forward in the feet. Think more of resting the abdomen on the thighs, less of stretching through the hamstrings. And then just shake the head yes, shake the head no, shake the head maybe. Grab opposite elbows here and allow the weight of the forearms and the head to help release the back body. Maybe you sway the torso side to side a little bit. Maybe the stillness feels nice. And then just switch elbows on top so you're holding the non-habitual way. And again, maybe stillness feels good. Maybe you sway a little bit. Release the elbows, keep the knees bent and the head heavy as you slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Head is the very last thing to arrive. When you have arrived, no rush, you'll shrug those shoulders up and back a few times. And just let yourself find stillness standing tall in Tadasana, mountain pose. What we practice, we become. Bringing the hands into prayer at the heart center. As you inhale, reach your prayer up, look up. Exhale, draw your prayer through the midline, folding forward over the legs. Inhaling to your flat back, reach nice and long through the spine. Right foot steps back to your low lunge. Deep breath in. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling forward to plank, slowly lower straight down to the mat. One solid piece meets the ground. Baby cobra, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Lower the forehead down to the mat, tuck the toes under, press up to plank. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale the left leg up, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee. Lengthen the leg long, square the hips, knee to the nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step that foot between your thumbs. Deep breath in, get longer through the spine. As you exhale, reach that left arm up toward the ceiling. Low lunge twist. Inhale, sweep the arm overhead and down to the mat. As you exhale, straighten the left leg as much as you can. Inhaling to your low lunge. Exhale, reach that left arm up. Low lunge twist. Sweep the left arm overhead and down to the mat as you exhale. Straighten the left leg. Pull that left hip in and back. Inhaling to your low lunge. Exhale, low lunge twist. Stay lifted through the front of the right thigh and hip. Reach that left arm overhead. Circle the hand down to the mat. Straightening that left leg. Inhale, rebend the knee, right foot meets the left at the top of the mat as you exhale this time, releasing over the legs, head hangs heavy, sit bones are tipping up toward the ceiling lightly, sweep those arms out and up, high prayer. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Inhale, reach your prayer up, look up toward the thumbs. Exhale, draw your prayer through the midline, folding forward over the legs. Inhaling to your flat back, left foot steps back to your low lunge. Deep breath in here. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale forward to plank. Slowly lower straight down to the mat. One solid piece meets the ground. Baby cobra, baby bhujangasana. Lower the forehead down to the mat. Tuck the toes under. Engage the abdomen and the thighs. Press up to plank pose. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Open the hip. Bend the knee. Lengthen the leg long. Square the hips. Knee to the nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Lightly step that foot between the thumbs. It's okay if it's not so graceful. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, reach that right arm up toward the ceiling. Low lunge twist. Exhale, sweeping that right arm overhead, and then straighten the right leg, folding forward. Let the head go, let the breath go. Inhaling to your low lunge. Exhale, low lunge twist. Feel that right hip crease pull back and in. Sweep the right arm overhead, circle the hand down. As you straighten the right leg, continue pulling that right hip crease back and in. Rebend the right knee over the right ankle. Exhale, low lunge twist. Reach up, look up toward that right thumb. Sweep the right arm overhead. Circle the hand down to the mat as you exhale. Inhale, straightening that right leg. Rebend the right knee over the right ankle. Left foot meets the right at the top of the mat, folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Sweeping the arms out and up, high prayer. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Take a slow, deep breath in here. As you exhale, let everything go, fully present in this moment. Sitting into chair pose, Utkatasana. Relax through those shoulders. Fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Circle the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Reach your knuckles toward the ceiling. Let the crown of the head drop down toward the mat. Release the hands, fingertips reach toward the toes. Inhaling to your flat back, reach nice and long through the spine. Right foot steps back to your low lunge. Left foot meets it in plank pose, top of a push-up. Lowering halfway down, chaturanga. Upward dog, come onto the tops of the feet, thighs and knees hover off the mat. Downward dog as you exhale. Take a slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Inhale, reach that right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the thumbs. Rise up to your high lunge. Feel those inner thighs hug in toward your midline for stability. Take a deep breath in here, lift up out of the waist. Warrior two as you exhale, spin that left heel down, reach long through the arms. Flip your front palm, reverse triangle, straighten the right leg as you reach all the way up and back. Side angle, rebend that right knee, bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Reach the left arm overhead, just like when we were on hands and knees at the very start. See if you can press into that back foot a little bit more and then reach even longer through the top arm. Circle that left hand down to the mat, spin to the ball of your left foot, reach the right arm up toward the ceiling, low lunge twist. Reach that right arm toward the back heel, circle the arm down, rise up to your high lunge once again. As you inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Draw the left knee up toward your chest, really pull up through the standing leg, testing the balance for a moment. Float back to your high lunge. Deep breath in here. Lower the hands down to the mat. Step to plank, lowering chaturanga halfway down. Upward dog as you inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling the left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between the thumbs. Rise up to your high lunge. Stack the shoulders right over the hips. Deep breath in, lift the chest, the chin, and the gaze. Warrior two as you exhale, anchor down through the back foot. Reverse triangle, flip your left palm, straighten that left leg, reach all the way up and back, reach, 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 reach. Side angle, Parsvottanasana, rebend the right knee over the right, left knee over the left ankle, sweep that right arm overhead, relax the right shoulder. As you press into your left forearm, lift up out of that left side waist. Circle the right hand down to the mat, spin to the ball of your right foot, reach that left arm up, low lunge twist. Reach the left fingertips toward the back edge of the mat. Circle the hand down, rise up to your high lunge. It's okay if there's a little bit of wobble and bobble. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, rebend the knee, draw the right knee up toward your chest, really pull up through the standing leg. Step back to your high lunge. What we practice, we become. Lower the hands down to the mat, step to plank, lowering chaturanga. Upward dog as you inhale, downward dog as you exhale. Right, so you can practice really beating yourself up if balance gets wobbly or something doesn't go as planned. Or you can practice finding a little more compassion and kindness toward yourself in each moment, in each breath. As you inhale, lift up high onto the balls of your feet. Bend the knees, gaze forward, really lift those sit bones up and back, and then either walk or hop to the top of the mat. Flat back when you've arrived, and release over the legs. Let everything go for a moment. Sweep the arms out and up, high prayer. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Sitting into chair pose, Utkatasana. Fold over the legs right away, Uttanasana. Circle the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, reach your knuckles toward the ceiling, let the crown of the head drop down. As you inhale, sit those hips back and down, lift the torso away from the thighs, reach the knuckles away from you. Exhale, fold forward, weight rocks forward in the feet, head drops heavy. Inhale, sit those hips back and down, lift through the heart, opening across the shoulders and chest. Release over the legs, let it all go. One last time, sit those hips back and down. Lift the torso away from the thighs, reach the arms up to frame your face, and release over the legs, let it all go. Inhaling to your flat back, extending long through the spine. Step your left foot back to your low lunge. Right foot meets it in plank pose. Lowering chaturanga halfway down. Upward dog. As you inhale, really press the mat away with those hands. Downward dog as you exhale. Deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Inhale the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale the foot between the thumbs. Rise up to your high lunge. Deep breath in. Opening to warrior two as you exhale. Flip your front palm, reverse triangle. Straighten that right leg for a moment. Reach, reach, reach. Side angle, rebend the right knee over the right ankle. You can bring the forearm to the thigh once again, or maybe you bring the hand inside of the foot, yogi's choice. Really wrap that right hip under you. Wrap the right side of your rib cage up toward the ceiling. And circle that left hand down, low lunge twist, reach the right arm up. Reach that right arm toward the back edge of the mat. Circle the hand down. Rise up to your high lunge. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Draw that left knee up toward your chest. And then hold on to the front of your left shin with the right hand. Pull up a little bit taller through the standing leg. Start to twist to the left. Reach those left fingertips toward the back edge of the mat. See if you can look toward your left thumb. Whatever happens, happens, right? If you lose the balance, you lose the balance. How are you practicing? What are you telling yourself in your thoughts and in your actions? Circle that left hand down, reach the arms up, draw that left knee up a little bit higher. Step back to your high lunge, lowering the hands down to the mat. Lower that left knee down to the mat. Untuck the toes, sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Circle the arms all the way back, down. Tuck those left toes under, lift the left knee and thigh. Straighten the right leg just for a moment. Rebend the right knee over the right ankle, step to plank pose, lowering chaturanga. Upward dog as you inhale, downward dog as you exhale. Deep breath in here. Let all the breath go. Reach that left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your thumbs. Rise up to your high lunge. Inner thighs hug in toward the midline for stability. Opening to warrior two. Spin that right heel down. Reach long from under the arms. Reverse triangle. Straighten the left leg. Reach all the way up and back. Side angle, Parsvakonasana, rebend that left knee over the left ankle. Again, you can bring the forearm to the thigh or bring the hand inside of the foot. Lift that inner right thigh so that you can wrap the left hip under you. Wrap the left side of the rib cage toward the ceiling. Circle the right hand down, spin to the ball of your right foot, reach that left arm up, low lunge twist. Reach the left fingertips toward your right heel. Circle the hand down, rise up to your high lunge, embrace the wobbles and bobbles. Inhale, straighten that left leg. They are what guide us back to center. Rebend that knee. Draw the right knee up toward your chest. Really pull up through the standing leg. Left hand comes to the front of your right shin. Lift up out of the waist a little bit more and then start to twist to the right. Reach those right fingertips back. See if you can look over your right thumb. Mindful that you're not holding your breath. Mindful that even if you lose your balance, it is okay. Circle that right hand down, reach the arms up, draw the knee up just a little bit more. Step back to your high lunge. Lower the hands down to the mat. Lower that right knee down to the mat. Untuck the toes, sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Circle the arms all the way back, down and toward the mat. Tuck the right toes under, lift that right knee and thigh, straighten the left leg for a moment. Stretching through the hamstring, the back of that left leg. Rebend your knee over the ankle, step to plank pose. Chaturanga, lowering halfway down. Upward dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Inhaling forward to plank. Stay here as you exhale. Take one more breath in. Slowly lower straight down to the mat. Point those elbows toward the back edge of the mat. When you've arrived, no rush, find your baby cobra. Hover the palms off the mat, circling the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Reach your knuckles back, try to lift your thumbs away from your seat, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Start to lift the legs. One more breath in, see if you can lift a little bit higher. And release down to the mat, hands on either side of you, rest that right cheek down. If it feels good to sway the hips a little, sway the hips. And then bring your forehead back down to the mat, walk the legs closer to one another and farther behind you. As you inhale, lift and lengthen everything away from the mat for Shalabhasana. One last back bend. Welcome to interlace the hands behind you again if that feels good. Welcome to just leave the hands long by your sides. You decide what your body needs. Lift a little bit higher as you inhale and release down to the mat. Rest the left cheek down, just a little passive neck stretch. Again, if it feels good to sway the hips, sway the hips. Bring the forehead down to the mat, bring the hands under the shoulders, child's pose, hips to the heels. Let the third eye rest into the mat. Let those hips sink back and down. If it feels good to sway the hips or circle the forehead on the mat, let yourself find some movement. Slowly roll up to sit on the shins. Letting the hips fall to one side, bring the legs out in front of you. Scooting toward the top edge of your mat. Lengthening both legs long. Tent up the fingertips right by the hips. Flex the toes. Roll the shoulders open. Lift the chest. Lift the gaze. Dandasana. Feel those heels reach away from you. Feel the crown of the head lift up toward the ceiling. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees fall open and let the heels be pretty far in front of you so it's a nice wide diamond shape. And then round forward for Tadasana, bringing the forehead toward the top edge of the feet. Let the low back round and release. Let those hips just melt open. Taking a moment here, you are literally looking inward, checking in. Mindful of how you're speaking to yourself through your thoughts. Mindful of how you are practicing. Mindful of what you are practicing. Slowly roll up to sit. Draw the knees together. And then slowly start to roll onto your back, lowering one vertebra at a time. When you've arrived, absolutely no rush. Hug the knees into your chest. Just let the low back release here for a moment. And then let the knees fall to the right. Reach the left arm out from the left shoulder, gazing either over the left fingertips or up at the ceiling, depending on what feels best for your spine. Just a nice passive and cooling twist after those more active and fiery standing twists. Bringing the knees back up through center. Let the knees fall to the left. Try to keep the knees belly button height or higher. Reaching that right arm out from the right shoulder. Feel the right shoulder scoop under you and down toward the ground. And again, you're either looking over the right fingertips or up at the ceiling, depending on what feels best in your body right here, right now. Bring those knees back up through center. Give the knees a nice squeeze in. And then lengthen the legs long on the mat, as wide as the mat. Feet flop open. Hands come by your sides. Palms face up. Letting the eyes float closed as you settle into Shavasana, your final resting pose. Allow the back body to drop heavy into the ground beneath you. Allow the front body to just lightly rise and fall with the breath. Finding a few moments of sweet stillness, allowing the efforts of your practice to soak in, and remembering that no effort, no matter how small or how large, is ever wasted. What we practice, we become. What's true of playing the piano or throwing a ball also holds for our capacity to move through the world mindlessly and destructively, or generously and gracefully. What we practice, we become. Your next breath, be a little bit deeper. Bring some gentle movements into the fingers and toes. Gently nod the head side to side. Bending the knees one at a time, sliding the feet onto the mat. Reach the arms long overhead, stretching through the torso. Gently rolling to the right side into fetal position. Pressing into your top hand, coming back to your cross-legged seat, Sukhasana. Finding stillness with the eyes closed when you've arrived. Joining the palms in prayer at the heart center. Lifting the heart up toward the thumbs. Sealing practice with one Om. The best within me bows to the best within you. Namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.